शांति शांति शांति। शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणश्चक्षुश्रोत्रमथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि। सर्वं ब्रह्म उपनिषदम् माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत्। अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु। मनिनिरतेय उपनिषत्सु धर्मास्ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं भगवत्पादं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओमित्येतदक्षरमुद्गीतमुपासीत ओमिति ह्युद्गायते तस्योपव्याख्यानम्। Page 206, the first passage. Om Svedketu Haruneya Asa Tamha Pita Uvacha Svedketu Vasabrahmacharyam Navai Somya अस्मत्कुलीनः अनुच्य ब्रह्मबन्धो भवति ते। श्वेतकेतुः आरुणेयः आसा। There was Shvedaketu, the grandson of Aruna, once upon a time her. Tamha Pita Uvacha. One day the father addressed his son. He Shvetaketu, Vasat Brahmacharyam. May you now take to the life of Brahmachari, meaning that you go to the teacher, get initiated and study the Vedas. Because the time for the Upanayana is running away. Well, says Mahabhut Upanayanam Adhyanam cha Shvetaketu Myas, alright. So, suppose I am not initiated, suppose there is no study of Vedas, so what's there? Says Somya Asnavai Somya Asmat Kulinaha Ananuchya Brahma Bandhu Bhavati. Hey Somya, oh good looking one, it has never happened that in our family that somebody is not studied the Vedas, somebody is like the so-called Brahma and not ideal Brahma. Brahma Bandhu, Brahman Bandhun Vyapadishari. He says, this is my relative, this is my cousin. And that way the real Brahmas are indicated like this is my cousin, this is my brother. I am not that. And so the so-called Brahma that never has been in our family, and therefore you must become a Brahma in the real sense. Brahma Janati Brahmanaha. The one who studies the Vedas can be called Brahma in the real sense. Continue to page 207. Says Bhashyakara, और श्री राम ने किमिति पिता स्वयमेव उपनीय पुत्रम न अध्यापयति. Kimititi pita swayameva. How come father himself is not teaching the son? So the question arises, father himself is a Brahmajnani actually, a very learned person, and it was customary for the father to teach the son. How come that practice is not followed here? So Vashyakara says, Tasya ataha pravasaha anumiyate pituhu. अतः शब्द स्वगृह विषय है, तस्य पितुः इति अन्वय है. तस्य पितुः अतः स्वगृहात् प्रवास अनुमीयते. It looks like the father must be going on a pilgrimage. For a long pilgrimage father must be going, and knew that by the time he returns the time for the initiation will have passed away, and then the son will remain without studying the Vedas. That is why father must have asked the son to go to a suitable teacher, a teacher whose status is in keeping with our own family. Anumiyate anumanam kalpanam tatra kalpakam aha. Bhashyakara says anumiyate, we infer, meaning we imagine. So what makes you imagine that the father must be going for a trip, for yatra, for a journey? What makes you believe, what makes you imagine that? So yena, Bhashyakara says, yena swayam gunavan san putram na upanashyate. Because swayam gunavan san, even though father himself was meritorious, father himself was well qualified, and still he did not initiate the son. Therefore, we imagine that father must be absent for a long time, and that's why he must have asked his son to go to an appropriate teacher. Go to the next mantra, next passage. Sahadvadash varshah उपेत्य चतुर्विंशति वर्षः सर्वान् वेदान् अधीत्य महामनाः अनुचानमानि स्तब्धः एयाय तमह पिता उवाच श्वेतकेतो यन्न सौम्य इदं महामनाः अनुचानमानि स्तब्धोऽसि उत तमादेशमप्राक्ष्यः। सः 12 वर्षः श्वेतकेतु already was 12-year-old. Upetya, he went to the teacher, got initiated, Upetya. Chaturvamshati Varshaha, and stayed with the teacher up to until he was 24 years old. For 12 years he stayed with the teacher. Sarvan Vedan Adhitya, studied all the Vedas during that period. Mahamanaha, proud of being thinking, proud of being a learned person, thinking very highly of himself. Anuchanamani, think that he is a great speaker, he is very learned. Mahamana, thinking very highly of himself. Anuchanamani, thinking himself as very learned. Stabdaha, that means arrogant, immodest. So this is how when he returned, Shvetaketu was like this. After 12 years of study, when Shvetaketu returned his home, he was like this. Very proud, thinking very highly of himself, thinking he is very learned and very stiff, immodest, arrogant. Tama Pita Uvacha, to Shvetaketu suggests that the father said, Shvetaketu, hey Shvetaketu, Yannu Somidam Mahamanaha, hey, you are conceited, you are very arrogant. Anuchanamani, thinking very highly of your studies. Stabdaha, arrogant, immodest you are. Uda tamadesham aprakshya. Hey, did you ask for that instruction? Adesham, instruction. Did you ask for that instruction? Then, Sri Bhashyakara, Saha Pitra Uktaha Shvetaketurha 12 Varshaha San Upetya Acharyam Yavata Chaturvimshati Varsho Babhuva Tavata Sarvan Vedan Chaturopi Adhitya Tadartham Cha Buddhva Mahamanaha Mahata Gambhiram Mano Yasya Asamam Atmanam Anyahi Manyamanam Manu Yasya Soyam Mahamanaha Anuchanamani Anuchanam Atmanam Manyate Ityevam Shilo Yaha Saha Anuchanamani Stabdha Apranata Svabhavaha Eyaya Gruham Saha, that's a Shruti. Who is Saha? Pitra Uktaha. That he who was just told by the father, that is Shvetaketu. Shvetaketu hai. 12 Varshasan, already he was 12-year-old. Upeti Acharyam, he approached the teacher, got initiated by the teacher. Yavat Chaturvimshati Varsho Babhuva, until he was 24 years old. Tavat Sarvan Vedan, all the Vedas not Chaturaha Vedan, all the 4 Vedas. Adhi adhitya, having studied all the 4 Vedas, tadartham cha buddhva, also having learned the meaning of all the Vedas also. It's a huge thing. In 12 years to study all the 4 Vedas and the meaning of those, the Vedic passages, the mantras, in 12 years he accomplished all this. Mahamanaha, conceited. Mahad gambhiram manayasya, whose mind is very grave. Asamam atmanam anyahi manyamanam manoyasya, whose mind thinks that nobody is equal to me. Asamam, nobody is equal to me. I am something, among all the people. So Mahamanaha, one who possesses a mind like that, the mind that thinks of itself as unequal to anybody, meaning nobody is equal to me, the mind who thinks like that, one who possesses a mind like that is called Mahamanaha, the conceited, proud. Anuchanamani. So Anuchanam Atmanam Manyate. Anuvach. So Anu plus Vach becomes Anuvach. Anuch. Anuchanamani. Anuchanam means giving lecture, talking, speaking. So giving pravachan is Anuchanam. So we think that he is capable of now himself teaching others. Anuchanamani. Anuchanam Atmanam Manyase, meaning that one who is proud of his learning. Evam Shurayas Anuchanamani Stabdaha Apranata Svabhavaha, who does not bend down, one is very stiff, very immodest. Eyaya Gruham. This is how when he came home he was like this. Page 208, see, Narayananandendra says here, Nanu Vedani Bahuvachanena Sarvavedatva Labhat Sarvanda Visheshanam Vyartham. So Narayananandendra Saraswati was the time for discussing all these kind of points. Sarvan, Shruti says, Sarvan Vedan Aditya. Vedan means all the Vedas, Guru. So when Vedan has been said, then Vedan means many Vedas. Iti Bahuvachanena Sarvavedatva Labhat. So by that itself it means that all the Vedas, Sarvan Visheshanam Vyartham. Why does Shruti use a Visheshanam? Sarvan Vedan. Vedan itself should have been enough. Iti ashankya Kapinjala Adhikarana Nyayena Bahuvachanasya Tritva Parivasane. Purva Mimamsa, that is Kapinjala Adhikarana. Kapinjala means a tittari bird, Titara, Chatak. Vasantaya Kapinjalan Alaveda. There was a sentence, statement. Vasantaya Kapinjalan Alaveda. One may offer Kapinjalan. So they say that plural can also apply to 3. Ramaha, Ramau, Ramaha. So Ram means 2 Ramas, Rama means more than 2. So for 3 also you can say Ramaha or Vedaha. Never, Vedan is plural, alright, but one may understand them to be 3 Vedas, because even if you study 3 Vedas, then Vedan would have been okay. Therefore, Chatvara Sarvan Vedan, Chatvara Vedaha, Chaturah Vedaha, all the 4 Vedas he studied. So Tikakar said, so Bahuvachanasya Tritva Parivasane. Bahuvachan also can mean 3. Anuchanamanitva Anupatte. When he cannot say that he has studied everything. Chaturunam Vedanam Lavartham Tad Visheshanam. So Upanishad says Sarvan, to include all the four Vedas. Otherwise, he has not studied all the four, only studied three. He can't claim to be all-knowing. Then says Tikakara, Adhyena Vide Arthabodha Parintatvam Angikrityaha Swadhyaya Adhyetavyaha. Veda says that Swadhyaya, one should study one's own branch of Veda. Adhyetavyaha, one. What is meant by studying? Says Arthabodha Paryantam. Then Jaimini says that study is complete only when you know the meaning of the mantras. It is not enough that you learn the repetition of the mantra, reciting the mantras, but then you must know the meaning of mantras, then alone the study is complete. So Arthabodha Paryantam. So that he thinks that he knows everything, that means that he must also know the meaning of the Vedas. Therefore, Bhashyakara says, Tadartham cha buddhva, also having learned the meaning of the Vedas. Viyaya gruham, he came home. Then Bhashyakara continues, Tamevam bhutam ha atmanah ananurupashilam stabdham mainam putram jashtva pita uvacha saddharmavatara chikirshaya tam evam bhutam ha atmanah anurupashilam. Seeing the son who was behaving in a manner which was not proper for him. Atmana anarupashila, anandarupa. Says Tikakara, anarupayati stambashilatado anarupata. That he does not even bind down. He does not even prostrate to the father. He thinks very highly of himself. He thinks that he is learned, he knows everything. It is not the way to behave for him. Therefore, Anandarupashiram Stabdham Mainam Putram Dushtva, the son behaving in a manner not proper for him, very stiff, very immodest, very arrogant or proud. Seeing son like that, Pita Ovacha, the father addressed the son. For what purpose? Saddharma Avatar Chikirshaya. Saddharma, good behavior. For inculcating good behavior in the son. With a wish to inculcate the good behavior in the son, father asked him. Says Tikakara, Vidya Vinaya Sambandhe Brahmana Ityadishu Vinayasya Brahmana Dharmatva Ukte. Vidya Vinaya Sambandhe Brahmana. A Brahmana means well learned in the Vedas, should be so Vidya Vinaya Sampanne, possessed of knowledge as well as modesty. This person was Tabdaha, immodest. Therefore, his behavior was not in keeping with his learning. Ityadishu Vinayasya Brahmana Dharmatva Ukte. Vinay or modesty also is said to be dharma or attribute of Brahmana. Then Bhashyakara says, Shvetaketo yannu idam mahamanaha anuchanamani stabdascha ase kaste atishah praptaha upadhyayat. He Shvetaketu Yannu idam mahamanaha anuchanamani stabdaschasi, that you are thinking very highly of yourself, you think that you know everything, that you are immodest, that all of this is there in you. कस्ते अतिशय प्राप्त उपाध्याय, अतिशय what excellence have you attained from your teacher, upadhyaya? What excellence have you attained from your teacher that makes you behave in this manner? You must have attained some excellence for you to behave like this. Uta api tamadesham adishyate इति आदेशः केवल शास्त्राचार्योपदेश गम्यम् इत्येतत् येन वा परं ब्रह्म आदिश्यते स आदेशः तमप्राक्ष्यः पृष्टवानसि आचार्यम् हे श्रीकेतु हिंदुद महामनाः नो उत अपि उत मीन्स अपि उतम आदेशम अप्राक्ष्यः. Did you ask for that instruction? उत अपि तम आदेशम what is आदेशम? आदिश्यते इति आदेशः. So कर्म व्युत्पत्ति. So आदेशम instruction here आदेश means आदिश्यते इति आदेशः. That which is instructed is called आदेशः. So did you ask for from your teacher that which is instructed in what? Kevala Shastracharyopadesha Gamyam. This you could not have learnt unless you asked your teacher. So this is something Kevala Shastracharyopadesha Gamyam. This is Gamyam. This can be attained only from Shastracharya. Only when the Acharya instructs in giving Shastra that this can be known. You ask for that. ये नवा परम ब्रह्म आदिश्यते. इसको करण व्युत्पत्ति. So either यम आदिश्यते or येन आदिश्यते. That by which something instructed, Brahma instructed. So in one case, Adesha means Brahma. In another case, Adesha means the instruction, the teaching by which Brahma is taught. Yenava param brahmadishyate sa adeshaha tam aprakshaha. So adesha means that which can only be obtained from the teacher, meaning Brahma ultimately. That which only can be known by the instruction of the teacher. Or Adem instruction, that by which Brahman is instructed. Tam aprakshaha. Did you ask for that? Prashtavanasya acharyam. Did you ask that of the teacher? Meaning that you seem to be you seem to be in your own air, walking 6 feet above the earth. So sure you must have some excellence where other people don't have. So do you have that excellence? Did you ask for instruction from the teacher, which may perhaps make you behave like this? So says Tikakar, Hindu idamiti kriya vishesham paridushyamana prakarena stambhasiti. He svayeto yannu idam. This kriya vishesham, meaning what? Paridushyamana prakarena stambhasi anuchanamani. And so this is how Mahamanaha. In that manner you are very immodest. So that you appear immodest, that is qualified by this Anuchan Mahamanaha Anuchanamani. Then Tikakara continues, Uta tad Brahma Prakshaha edi prasiddha Brahma Shabdena Prashnakaranam Vihaya. Father should say simply, Uta tad Brahma Prakshaha. Yes, Shvetaketu, did you ask for the knowledge of Brahman? It is prasiddha Brahma Shabdena Prashnakaranam Vihaya. Father should use the word Brahma, which is well known. You say that father uses the word Adesha. So Brahmani Apasiddhena Adesha Shabdena Prashnakaranam Ayuktam. word Adesha is not known to mean Brahma. Is not known to mean Brahman, so using an unknown word. But Swami says that wherever possible, you must use a word which is known, currently used. Don't use unknown words. Don't use difficult words where not necessary. So here also, father should have simply asked him, hey, did you ask for instruction of Brahman? Instead of that, father used the word Avesha, which is in this instance means Brahman. So that which is instructed means Brahman. But then it is not something which is commonly used word. So how come father uses the word Avesha instead of word Brahman? Sistasya prayojana pradashanaya karam vitpattimaha. So Vashyakara explains karam vitpatti. Meaning what? Adishyate iti adesha. So that which is taught is called adesha. Upadeshayika gamyatva jñāpanam tadukte prayojanam. Father has used the word adesha with a purpose. Meaning that Brahman is that which can only be taught by the Acharya through the Shastra. Brahman is not available for knowledge by any means other than the Shastra and Acharya. That's what also is conveyed by the use of word Adesha. Tatasya upadesha ekagamyatvat Acharya prashtavya. And so, since Brahman is that which can be known only through the instruction of the teacher, therefore one has to ask the teacher for that knowledge. Yasvabuddhya uhitum shakyave. Not possible to reason out and argue out and arrive at knowledge of Brahman by one's own mind. Idya prakshadyatra hetutvena pattatpadam arthvadi bhavaha. And therefore, aprakshayati atra hetutva you asked. So hetu is what? Did you ask for that which can be known only through the teacher and the scriptures? Then Tikakara continues, Esha adesha adeshatma ityadi vaidika prayogeshu. Esha adesha esha upadesha Taittiriya Upanishad. और आदेश आत्मा तस्य एव शिरः ऋग् दक्षिणः पक्षः सामोत्तरः पक्षः आदेश आत्मा अथर्वाङ्गिरसः प्रतिष्ठुच्छं प्रतिष्ठा इत्यादि वैदिक प्रयोगेषु. In the Vedas, this kind of prayoga, the word adesha is used in what sense? Karana vitpatya. So Adesha Atma, when it says, Adesha means Brahmana section. The word Adesha means Brahmana section of the Vedas. That's the Atma. That's the main trunk of the Vedas. That's why the Karma Kanda etc. is there. Ityadi Vaidika Prayogeshu Karana Vyatpatya Brahmanakhya Grantha Vachitva Darshanat. So in these usages, what Adesha means the Brahmana Grantha, the text. Adesha does not mean Brahman. There means Adesha means the text Brahmana of the Vedas. So Karana Vyatpatya, that Adesha means Brahmana, meaning the Brahmana section of the Vedas. Only when the word Adesha is explained, Karana Vyatpatya by the instrumental explanation. Brahmanakhya Grantha Vachitva Darshanat. There we find that the word Adesha is implied in the sense of word Brahmana, in sense of Brahmana. Kal Vitpannavayam Shabda. Therefore, the Shabda Adesha can be explained by Karana Vitpatti also, by the instrumental case also. Therefore, Vashyakara said, Yenava Param Brahma Adishyate Sa Adesha. So that text by which, or instruction by which Param Brahma is instructed is called Adesha. Asmin Vyakhyane Shastrika Samadigamyatvam Arthat Siddhyati Eva. Asmin Vyakhyane, even when Adesha is explained Karana Vyatpatya, the sense of instrumental case, then also Shastraika Gamya Samadigamyatvam Artha Siddhadeva. Also it implies, it follows a natural course that if the word Adesha means Veda, then also it can be only known through the Vedas and not otherwise. It follows in a natural meaning, Arthapatti. Tikakara continues, Brahma Adeshe Shastram Karamiti Ukte Shastrika Gamyam Brahmejasya Labhat. Brahma Adeshe Shastram Karanam. For instruction of Brahma, Shastra scriptures become the means. Ityukte, when that is said, then Shastra Gamyam Brahma. So Brahma is known only through Shastra. That meaning also is conveyed. By the way, Yena Brahmayena Shrutena Tadartha Brahma Shravanadi Dwara Sarva Jnana Abhavena Sarva Jnana Abhavena Yena Shrutam Ityadesha Anupatti Idi Vach So Visheshanupatti Idi Vachyam Nacha Adeshabdasya Brahmanavachitve Tadjnanat Sarvajnana Abhavena. He's confusing the lines. Nacha, again the Tikakara himself raises the question. Nacha Adesha Shabdasya Brahmanavachitve. So Esha Adesha Adeshatma, in those usages where Adesha meant the Brahmana section of the Veda. This is Adeshabdasya Brahmanavachitve Tadjnanat Sarvajnana Abhavena. By knowing the Brahmana section of the Veda, you do not know everything. Yena Shrutam Ityadi Vishesha Anupatti. Then, by listening to what, you listen to everything as well. By thinking about what, you as well thought about everything. By knowing what, you already known about, you as well known everything. That would not apply if Adesha means the Brahmana section, because by knowing Brahmana section of Vedas, you don't know everything. Iti navachyam. That kind of doubt, question should not be raised. Yena Brahmanena Shrutena तदर्थ ब्रह्म श्रवणादि द्वारा सर्व श्रवणादि उपत्ते ये इत्यादि विशेषणोपत्ति भाव है. ये न ब्राह्मण. So you are listening to Brahmana section all right, but what is the subject matter of Brahmana section? Brahma. ये न ब्राह्मणेन श्रुतेन तदर्थ ब्रह्म श्रवणादि द्वारा. So when you are listening to Brahmana section, you are actually listening to Brahma, because Brahma is the subject matter of that Brahma. Therefore, Brahma Shravanadi Dwara, by listening to Brahma, you listen to everything. By reflecting upon Brahman, you reflect upon everything. By knowing Brahman, you know everything. Yena ityadi visheshanopattihi, then yena ashrutam shrutam bhavati, that is quite alright. Then next one, yena ashrutam shrutam bhavati amatam matam avijñātam vijñātamiti kathan bhagavah sa ādesho bhavati iti. Yena ashrutam shrutam bhavati. Ashrutam, unheard of. Shrutam bhavati. By listening to what is not listened to becomes listened to. Meaning everything becomes listened to. Amatam matam bhavati. By matam, by reflecting upon which everything as well gets reflected. So what is not reflected also gets reflected. What is not thought of also becomes thought of. Avijñātam vijñātamiti. Avijñātam, what is not known becomes known. So what is not heard of becomes heard of. What is not thought of becomes thought of. What is not known becomes known. Very famous statement, quoted very often. This is called the Sarvajnana Pratigna. This is Pratigna. What is Pratigna? Proposition on the part of the Upanishad. Ekavijnayana Sarvijnanam. By knowing one, you know everything. This is a very important thing. We find this in the Chandogya Upanishad, in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, in the Mundaka Upanishad. Specifically we find, by knowledge of one thing, knowledge of everything. Did you ask for that instruction? So did you ask for the Adesha? Did you ask for Brahman? Listening to which everything becomes listened to. Thinking about which everything becomes thought of. Shravanam, Mananam, Nidhyasanam. Knowing which everything as well becomes known. Then Shvetikaya Kathannu Bhagavaha Sa Avesha Bhavati. In what manner that instruction can be? That by listen to one thing, everything becomes listened to. In what manner can that instruction be? What's the nature of that instruction? So Bhashyakara says, Tamadesham Vishinashte. So that Adesha, what is that Adesha? What is the instruction? Is specified by Upanishad itself. Yena Adeshena Shrutena Ashrutamapi Anyata Shrutam Bhavati Amatam Matam Atarkitam Tarkitam Bhavati Avijñātam Vijñātam Anishchitam Nishchitam Bhavati. Yena Adeshena Shrutena. By having listened to what Adesha or instruction or Brahma, Asutavanya Shrutam Bhavati. Any other things which are not heard of also become heard of. So by listening to Brahman, everything as well becomes listened to. Amatam, atarkidam, tarkidam bhavati. What has not been reflected upon, what has not been reasoned about also becomes reasoned. Meaning that when the doubts about Brahman are removed, all other doubts also become removed. Avijñātam, vijñātam. So what is unknown becomes known. What is known? Anishchitam, nishchitam bhavati. So what is not ascertained becomes ascertained. So by knowing Brahman, by ascertaining this is Brahman, everything as well gets ascertained. Eating. So Ranandagiri. So Narendra Purusha Anuchani means Anuvachana Samartha, means one who is capable of instruction, teaching. Kividi Adhika Saravedam Adhikata Tadartham Cha Putram Atmaved Abhikritya Pita Pruchchati. Kividi Adhika Saravedam. The son is what? Adhika Saraveda. One who studied all the Vedas. Adhikata Tadartham. Also the son has known the meaning of what all he has studied. Putram Atmavidam Adhikritya Pita Pruchchati. So when the son has studied all the Vedas and when the son is also known meaning of all the Vedas, then how come teacher, now the father is asking you about one of the things, about the self-knowledge? Tasya Sarveda Dhyanadinaya Krutarthatvat. So after all, self-knowledge is part of the Vedic knowledge. So when the son has studied all the Vedas and known the meaning of all the Vedas, that also includes the self-knowledge. Then why does the teacher or father only emphasizes the self-knowledge and asked him that you ask for self-knowledge or Brahma-jnanam? Iti ashankya sarvanapi. So Bhashyakara says, sarvanapi vedanadhitya sarvam ja anyata वेद्यम अधिगम्यापि अकृतार्थ एव भवति यावत् आत्मतत्त्वं न जानाति इति आख्यायिकातः अवगम्यते. So Bhashyakara draws a lesson. What's the moral of the story? Sarvana Vedana Nitya, having studied all the Vedas, Saram Chanyat Vedyavadigamya, and having known everything that is known, all of that is to be knowable. So having studied all the Vedas and known everything else, still Akrutarthaya bhavati, a person remains unfulfilled. Yavat Atma Tattvam na janati. So until a person knows Atma Tattva, until a person knows the self, until then person remains unfulfilled. Iti akhyayikatah avagamyate. From this dialogue, this is what we understand. The reason why the father asks the son, that the son appears to be unfulfilled. The fact that he is proud. I mean, all of these are signs of ignorance. All of these signs of pain, by the way. This pride, arrogance, immodesty, thinking very highly of oneself, conceit, all of these are signs of inner pain. Ignorance. Ignorance causes pain. Ignorance causes a sense of smallness, sense of insignificance. And therefore these are the attempts of the person to appear significant, to make himself believe that I am something. A strong need to believe that I am something. Internally he doesn't think he is. So what is meant by the sense of fulfillment is, internally a person feels that I am alright. When I am alright, everything else is alright. When I am not alright, nothing is alright. And that's what the son shows. The signs of not being alright internally, not being comfortable internally are very evident on the son, meaning that the son is not fulfilled in spite of having studied all the Vedas and learned the meaning. Still it is very evident from the behavior of the son that he is not fulfilled. And therefore Bhashyakara said that having studied all the Vedas and known everything that is to be known, still as long as the self is not known, one doesn't gain fulfillment in life. Here also Tikakara says in the line 30th, Adesha Visheshanokte Prayojanam Aha. Adesha Visheshanam. What is Visheshanam? Yena Ashrutam Shrutam Bhavati. Not just any Adesha, not just any instruction. Father specifies what kind of instruction he should have asked for, or what kind of instruction or upadesha he should have gained. Yena ashrutam shrutam bhavati amatam matam avijnanam vijnanam bhavati tam adesham aprakshya. That adesha. So adesha visheshanam. That adesha is qualified in this manner. What is the purpose? Because that's why Bhashyakara says sarvana vedana nitya. That father feels that unless one has known this truth, then until then one has not known anything. Say the Tikakara, Ades Shabdokta Brahma Jnanena Sarvajnana Uktya Jnatavyantara Bhavena Krutarthatva Pratite Tadah Purvam Akrutarthatvam Suchade Tyartha. Ades Shabdokta Brahma Jnanena. Adesha means Brahman. So Adesha Jnana by Brahma Jnana, by the knowledge of Brahman. Sarva Jnana Uktya Yena Vijnadam Vijnadam Bhavati. So by knowing Brahman, everything becomes known. So therefore, by knowing Brahman, everything is known by that statement. Jnatavyantara Bhavena. Nothing remains to be known, that's all. When everything is well known, nothing remains unknown, nothing remains to be known. Krutarthatva pratitehe. So when you feel that you have known everything that is to be known, which means that you feel that you have done everything that needs to be done. You attained everything that needs to be attained. You know everything that needs to be known. All of that goes together. Knowing everything is to be known, whatever is to be known, means also having done whatever needs to be done, having achieved whatever needs to be achieved. Then there is kritarthata, then there is fulfillment. Therefore, until then, the fulfillment is not there. That is what is indicated by this instruction. Until you know this truth, you have not known what really needs to be known in the life. What really has to be known. So jnatavyam. So that which has to be known. Yadi akshayikatah avagamyate. This is what is known from the story. Meaning what? The antargata visheshana. Not from the whole akshayika, but from this visheshana. Ashrutam shrutam bhavati, amatam madam bhavati, vijnana vijnanayana. That means that particular section or statement means that unless you have known this truth, you have not known what is to be known, you cannot gain fulfillment in life. Or Krishnakshayikam tadartha pratideheti. Or the whole story is meant to only communicate this. The whole story in terms of form of the dialogue between the son, teacher and the father and the son is meant to convey this. There is no fulfillment in life unless one gains self-knowledge. कथन यदि प्रतीकतः कथन भगव इत्यादि प्रश्नवाक्यं गृहीत्वा प्रश्नस्य तात्पर्यमाह. So text of this kathan bhagavana sadesha bhavati. Bhashyakara takes that as the pratika, and then is prashna-vakyam. How can that instruction be? What's the nature of that instruction? Prashnasya tatparyamaha. Bhashyakara gives tatparya. First the purport of the question of the son. The son asks, in what manner can the instruction be? So what is the purport of that question? Bhashyakara says, Tadetada adbhutam shrutva aha kathannu etada aprasiddham anya vijnanena anyad vijnadam bhavate ityevam manvanah prachyate. This is the tatparya of the question. What's the reason why he asked the question? Manvanaha. Thinking like this, how can it be? Etad adbhutam shrutva. Hearing this most extraordinary thing. But knowing one thing, everything is known, is something most extraordinary, and therefore listening to something extraordinary like this, the son says, Kathannu etad aprasiddham. Something unknown, something unfamiliar. Anya vijnanena anyad vijnanam bhavati. By knowing one thing, something is known. By knowing ghata, how will you know pata? It's not known. When you know the part, you know the part. You don't know the cloth. By knowing cloth, you know the cloth. You don't know the ornament. And so this is never known. That by knowing one thing, other thing as well is known. Aprasiddham, something most unfamiliar and then most extraordinary. Iti evam manvana pruchhati. The son believes that this cannot be. How can this be? How can this be that by knowing one thing, other things are known? That's why the son asks the question. Kathannu kena prakarena he bhagavah sa adesho bhavati te. Says Tikakar also, Anya Vijnanena, Anyad Vijnanam Bhavati, Evam Lakshana Vastu, Upapadyate, Tadaprasiddham, Apramanikam. By knowing one thing, other things get known. This is Evam Lakshanam Vastu, Upapadyate, Tadaprasiddham. that such a thing is tenable is not known. Apramanikam, disbelieving in a way, apramanikam. The sense, how can this be? How can it be? They are knowing one thing, every other things are known. They are known. This is not known. This is not known, not familiar. Iti manmanaha. With that in mind, Shvetiketu says, Tathannu Bhagavaha Sadeshva Bhavadeti. O revered sir, what is the nature of that instruction? What kind of instruction is there? How can there be an instruction like this? Bhashyakara continue the next page. Yatha sa adesho bhavate. Before we go further, let us read the footnote on the previous page. There are many footnotes we are not going to read, but this one we can read, because this is directly relevant to us. Page 207. उततम आदेशम अप्राक्ष है यत्र आदेश शब्द घयंत है. There is a suffix called ghay, which means a. And when they do all this, it means it instructs that when this particular suffix is applied, then the previous vowel undergo the change. Like tyaj. To use that apply the word, the suffix ghay becomes tyagaha. Pach becomes pakaha, a becomes a, so the guna happens there. Similarly, adish, dish, ghani becomes desha, so he becomes a guna, adish becomes adesha. Now this ghani pratyaya, now another thing is, when the suffix is applied, they impart certain meaning to the verb also. So adishyade, upadishyade, iti adesha. That means then the karma vyutpatti. So that which is instructed, that which is taught is called adesha, which is Brahman. But then instead of using the word Brahman, but adesha is used to convey upadeshaika gamya ityartha. That this is the truth which is upadeshe gamya, can only be known through upadesha and nothing else. Ataheva uttaratra acharyavan purusha veda iti shruti. Acharyavan purusha veda, only purusha, the person who is acharya, who is a teacher, he alone comes to know, meaning that this has to be known through the teacher and not otherwise. Shrutireva Brahma Upadesha Ekagamyatvam Swayam Vadati. Later on in this chapter itself, the Shruti will say Acharyavan Purusha Veda. Thereby the Shruti means that Brahman has to be known only through Acharya. Is not to be arrived at by one's own buddhi. Paraistu Adeshayadi Karkari Ghane. So Vaishnava Acharyas, everybody has, written commentaries on this, and everybody has deliberated upon these words to arrive at meaning of the words. See, because words lend themselves to be interpreted in more than one way. Particularly in Sanskrit, depending upon Vyutpatti, how you actually, etymologically, how you explain the word. The word Jnanam can be explained in every way. Jnayate iti jnanam karma vyutpatti, that is known. Jnayate anayati jnanam, that by which something is known, that jnana vritti is also called jnanam. Or jnata is jnanam. And so janati iti jnanam. The word knows is jnanam. And the word jnanam satyam jnanam anantam is interpreted differently by different people. That's why Bhashyakara takes all these vyutpattis in the Bhashya and shows that jnanam is none of this. Jnanam is jnaptihi. So that is the common denominator between the jnata, jnana and jnanam. That is jnapti is jnanam. So So here Adesha is Kartari Ghan. So this is karma. We explain the karma vyutpatti. Other acharya say that Adesha is Kartari Ghan. Adishati iti Adesha. Meaning Prashasita Paramatma ityartha. So Adesha means the Prashasita, the ruler, Paramatma, the supreme self, the limitless self. Iti. Tattu akartari je karage sanyami sutra viruddham. Akartari je karage, akartari means the karta bhinna, kartru bhinna. If there is karaka other than karta also, the ghai pratyay is applied. That sutra says that not only in case of the karta, in case of other karakas also, ghai pratyay is applied. Like ahara, ahriyate ahara, you know. And so, that is how in the karma vyutpatti, this pratyay is applied. And so if you insist that this kartari ghai, then this sutra also will be contradicted. And so that sutra also is there. Paramatmana prasasanadikam chatradhyaya kvasidapi na uktam. If you interpret Adesha as Paramatma, as Prashasita, meaning as a ruler, but in this 6th chapter, the Paramatma is not presented as a ruler at all. So how do you arrive at this meaning? You don't find here Brahman is presented as Prashasita. In Chandogya, in Brihadaranyaka, all right. Etasyava aksharasya prashasane garya, etc., etc. is all right. But here we don't find that. Eka vijnanena cha sarva vijnanam brahmana prashasitritvam na apekshate. If Brahman is a ruler, by knowing the ruler, you do not know what is ruled. Because ruler is different from what is ruled. And therefore, if Brahman is ruler, by knowing Brahman, you do not know everything. Then this pratigna, this proposition of knowing everything by knowledge of one, will not be satisfied. Or you can say that, as this sentence says, that proposition that of knowing one you know everything does not require Brahman to be prashasita. Requires Brahman to be upadana karanam, not to nimitta karanam. अतः उत्तर ग्रंथ अनुरोधेन उपदेश एक गम्य विद्यार्थे कर्मणि घन एवं युक्त है. अतः उत्तर ग्रंथानुरोधेन, in keeping with what follows subsequently, this कर्मणि घन, घन in the sense of karma or adishare आदेश is only proper. उपादानत्वं तु तादृश प्रतिज्ञाम उपवादयितुम अपेक्षा विभावः. So तादृश प्रतिज्ञाम उपवादयितुम, that kind of pratigna proposition, by knowing one thing everything becomes known, requires that Brahman should be upadana karanam, material cause. But this is well known. Then knowing the material cause, what is made of that material, is as well known. So that pratigna calls for Brahman to be upadana karanam, not nimitta karanam. Brahman happens to be nimitta karanam, a different thing. But what is relevant here is Brahman is the upadana karanam. अपि च मुंडके कस्मिन् भवो विज्ञाते समिदं विज्ञातं भवति. Mundaka there the Jignasu approaches the master and asks him, "O revered sir, what is it knowing which everything as well becomes known?" He Maitreyi Brahmane Atmani Khalvare Drushte Sute Mate Idam Saram Viditam Bhavati Iti Pratigna Drishyate. Atmani Khalvare Drushte Sute Mate. Says Yajnavalkya Maitreyi, "Hey Maitreyi, when Atma is seen, when it is heard of, when it is thought of, when it is known, Idam Saram Viditam Bhavati, all of this also becomes known." Meaning that by knowing the Atma, everything becomes known. That is what the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad says. Iti pratigna drishyate. Uvayatra tat upapadanam. In both the cases also, in the Mundaka Upanishad as well as Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, to justify that pratigna, Upanishad says, Purusha eva idam vishwam mundake. Purusha eva idam vishwam. Paramatma alone is Vishwa. Therefore, by knowing Paramatma, the Vishwa is as well known. In fact, Mundaka Upanishad also goes to a great length to describe the creation, as to how from Paramatma everything is created. That he is Paramatma Upadana Karanam, is the material cause of everything, is elaborately described. And thereby knowing Paramatma, everything becomes known. Chandogya also elaborately describes how Paramatma is the Upadana Karanam. Idam sarvam yadayamatma yadi brahmanitave brahmane sarvatmakattvena eva shruyate. In both the cases, idam sarvam yadayamatma, all of this indeed is his Atma. That's what the Maitri Brahmana says. इति प्रकृतेपि आदेशबल निर्दिष्टस्य ब्रह्मणः सर्वात्मकत्वेनैव उपपादनीयत्वात् आदेशपदार्थ प्रशासकपरो न इति स्पष्टम् इति प्रकृतेपि. And the current discussion also, subject matter also, आदेशपद निर्दिष्टस्य ब्रह्मणः. So both of them accept that Adesha means Brahman, but then the Vaishnava Acharyas interpret Adesha as Prashasaka. The Vedantis interpret that as Upadana Karana. So but then that Prashasaka does not make sense. Upadana Karana alone makes sense. Adesha pada nirdishasya Brahmana. Brahman that is indicated by the word Adesha. Sarvatmakattvena upapadaniyatvat. Brahman is Sarvatma, the self of all. That is how it has been reasoned. Adesha padartha prashasaka paro na iti spashtam. Therefore, where Adesha does not mean Prashasaka, does not mean the ruler. Iti spashtam. Adesha padasya prashasitra paratve yena ashrutam shrutam bhavati uttarvakyam na sangaccheda. Adesha padasya prashasitra paratve. Here Adesha means Prashasita, means ruler. Then yen ashrutam shrutam bhavati. By listening to the Prashasita or the ruler does not become listened to or known. Therefore, that Vakya would not na sangacchate. That would not be properly connected. That would not be meaningful here. Prashasita niyamaka ityartha. Prasadami niyamaka ruler. नहीं देशस्य ग्रामस्य नियामक श्रवणेन सर्वं श्रुतं भवति. If you go to a country or go to a village and know the niyamaka there, by knowing him everything doesn't become known. देश विषयकम ग्राम विषयकम वा. Or if you hear about the niyamaka, you don't know, you have not heard about the rest of the country or the village. यदि उच्चेत अत्र नियामको न केवल यदि उच्चेत दो आचार्य आर्ग्यू से वेट अ मिनट अत्र नियामक न केवलम निमित्तम अतः उपादानमपि. वैष्णव आचार्य says wait a minute, when you use the word नियामक or आदे प्रशासिता, it does not only mean the निमित्त कारणम, it also means उपादान कारणम. Vedanta didn't say that. When we say nimitya karanam, upadana karanam also is implied. They say when we say upadana karanam, nimitya karanam also is implied. They say when we say nimitya karanam, upadana also is implied. Tena tasya upadana rupam avastham adaya. Therefore, the upadana meaning material cause also is included in prasasada. Taking that aspect, then yena shrutam shrutam bhavati. So by which unheard becomes heard of, it becomes all right. It's quite reasonable, tenable. Tada upadesha gamyam iti arthangikara eva uktah. Ultimately, if you were to explain it by material cause, then adesha by karma vyatpatti gives the additional meaning, upadesha gamyatvam, which is not conveyed there. So you don't get that meaning for adesha, but when you say adeshyate, then Brahman has to be instructed only by the teacher in the scriptures, that additional meaning is gained, so that alone is proper. तस्य सर्वज्ञानजनक ज्ञान विषयत्वस्यापि उपदेशगम्यत्व संभवात्. तस्य सर्वज्ञानजनक ज्ञान विषयत्व, that Brahman is of the nature of that nature, knowing which everything becomes known. Tasyapi upadeshagamyatva sambhavat. So Brahman also can be known only through scriptures, but that Brahman has this nature, that by knowing Brahman everything becomes known. That aspect also can only be known through the scriptures. अपिच तन्मते प्रकृति विशिष्टम प्रकृति शरीरिकम ब्रह्म उपादानम. The whole idea here is that for Vaishnava acharyas, Brahma means Saguna Brahma. For the Vedantins, it means Nirguna Brahma. That is why all this discussion is there. Apiya tanmate, in the mata or opinion of those teachers, Prakriti Vishishtam, Prakriti Sharirikam Brahma Upadanam. So Vishishta Advaita says that Prakriti or matter is the Shariram of Brahman. Or the Dvaitins will say that Prakriti is the Vishesha of Brahman. Tatra Visheshamshasya Upadanattvena Vishishtasya Upadanattvena Upacharyate. They say that in fact Brahma is not Upadanam, but it is Prakriti is Upadanam. But Prakriti being Visheshan of Brahman, the Vishishta Brahman also becomes Upadanam by Upachaya, by in figurative sense. Itavatacha Brahma Gaunami Upadanatvam iti agatam. In that case, Prakriti becomes main Upadanam, Brahma becomes Gaun Upadanam. In that explanation, Nacha Gaunina Upadanattvena Eka Vijnanena Sarvijnana Upadana Sambhavaha. Brahma is Upadanam in a Gauna or secondary sense. By knowing the secondary thing, you do not know the primary thing. Sarvijnana Upadana Sambhavana. It is not possible that you know everything by knowing only the Visheshana. Nahi Gauna Simhena Mukhya Simhakaram Gajanadi Sambhavati. So he is a lion, so and so, but that lion, Krishnamurti, let us say, but he cannot roar like a real lion. Nahi Gauna Simhena Mukhya Simhakaram Gajanadi Sambhavati. You can call him lion, So this cat also is called a tiger, this little cat. But that doesn't mean that it can do the work of a tiger. It's alright. That you compare it, and because some qualities are there, so you call it tiger, or tiger is called cat, big cat. But still that tiger doesn't have everything that this cat has, So cat can climb the tree, the tiger cannot climb the tree. So Gauna is always, because some Guna is there, not in entire, it's not comparable in every sense. So Vedantins say that Brahman is Upadanakaram in a primary sense. How can consciousness become the material cause? Material cause should necessarily undergo a change to become the creation. That's called the Parinami Upadanakaram, like the clay has to undergo a transformation to become a pot. How can Brahman, the consciousness, changeless, undergo a transformation? That's what Vedantins say. There is no transformation. That's how Ajatavada comes actually. Looking at Brahman, transformation is not possible, creation is not possible. So rather than saying that, rather than explaining what creation is, there is no creation. Creation is mithya, is only an appearance, it is a projection. So that is how mithyatvam comes, only when Brahman becomes the upadanam in the primary sense. That's what is in Vedantin's mind, and that's why these arguments here. Okay, we'll continue tomorrow. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate